Brandon Peters getting the offense up and firing again. Mike Epstein, and the ball is loose on the second play from scrimmage.
Not the start you want if you are Illinois. A good first play. And gosh, right there, the left arm just punching the ball free. Noah Burks all alone jumps on it. Garrett Rand getting that big left paw on the football. Smart play that.
It worked. Now Peters going to dump it off for Chase Brown, and Chase Brown is met rudely behind the line of scrimmage by Rashad Wildgoose. Consecutive completions. Now Brandon Peters will try to answer, but he's dragged down to the ground. Nick Herbig. If Illinois can't convert here, Wisconsin might have a shot. Peters stepping away from the end zone and then taken down around the 5-yard line. Isaiah Loudermilk.
One of those players you root for. Whenever someone battles injury and they're toward the end of their collegiate career, you just want to see them get through an entire season healthy, make a great contribution.
9 straight completions to end the season. Wow, big hit coming up defensively.
I mean, you can feel this up here. My goodness. That is textbook.
And now Williams, who's back out there in relief of Peters, throwing an interception. Titus Toller, the safety, and able to hang on to it as he's dragged down around the 15.
You'll see him right here. That is where Toller is at. And really just trying to thread a football in there was Williams. Toller makes a nice break, takes advantage of the inaccurate pass.
85%. That's a school record, passing the previous high by Alex Hornibrook. And the defense, they're not giving up yet. C.J. Getz with a sack.
They have to be physical, and we saw that, getting that last 3 and out right there. Good physical play on defense. And then when the moment arises, they have to go for it. The other thing that they cannot do tonight is turn over the football.
Right on cue, Holly, a disastrous opening play. Scott Nelson comes up with a pick.
Times has been forcing the ball. In his very first throw, he throws an accurate throw, but tight coverage. And that tight coverage allows Burrell to knock that ball up with his left hand. And then an opportunistic defense sees the ball, eyes on the football. Nelson comes up with a pick.
It's a 1st and 15 run for Blake Corum, the true freshman. He's tackled behind the line. Flying up to make the play as Nelson is off to a great start.
Sitting right in the middle, just reading, anticipating, sees run, and look how quick he closes in. Eliminates that cushion and makes the play against a very athletic, gifted, true freshman running back from Michigan.
On 3rd and 17, they rush 4. They still get near Milton, and he throws it directly into the hands of Leo Chanel. And the linebacker barreling down inside the 15. Milton throws another pick, and the Badgers are in position again.
But I want you to feel and watch Milton's legs and feel how he's unsure. They're blitzing. They're right in his face. He sees his receiver, but he doesn't see the linebacker who's in front of him, and he throws another interception. But watch the blitz and how uncomfortable. He almost panics and just gets rid of the ball and throws it right into the chest of Chanel, who he clearly didn't see. Get embarrassed and come out swinging.
You flip it to A.J. Henning. The Badgers fly up there. That's Nick Herbig, the freshman linebacker. Goes in motion now. Milton's running all the way. And it'll be chased down from the backside by Herbig, an impressive freshman.
And the legacy that these guys have left behind of outside linebackers at Wisconsin. This guy's got a bright future when you look at his athletic ability. 235 pounds. They run away.
Same formation as before the timeout.
Wisconsin's loaded the box. They're anticipating Milton on the run here.
They're going to get Milton on the run, and they go low and knock him down short of the goal line. Isaiah Loudermilk got low.
Loudermilk's out here. He goes underneath right there, gets underneath that block. You know, this defensive line from Wisconsin, they're typically big guys that eat up space. Not this year. They've got playmakers. We started to see that last year, and Loudermilk is a guy that leads the way with great length. He's 6'7". Pitts, by the way, the tight end, was not playing.
Milton trying to stay alive, looking downfield, and he'll be tackled. Did not want to stay in bounds. The clock is winding. They have to spend the last time out here if they want to stop this clock. 2nd and 6. Milton's ball batted in the air, and it's caught. They avoid the interception as All is able to come down with it off the deflection. Loudermilk was right there to get a hand on.
97 right there, knocking it right away. You see 57 Sanborn thinking about getting a chance to get his hands on it. He's going to walk into the end zone. Well, that's high. He's 6'7". Loudermilk 6'7", and he timed it up perfectly.
Leave the big fella speed back. Starting defensive lineman in, now leading the way for Ramsey, and that play is going nowhere. It's actually going in reverse. C.J. Getz drop Ramsey back at the 5. Lines up in front of Isaiah Bowser. Bowser. The ball's out, and it's a touchback. It's a fumble and a recovery by Wisconsin.
Right over the nose is going to get penetration 95, and he's just going to kind of reach back. Actually, the ball was coming out before Benton even got to him. It was not a clean exchange between Ramsey and the running back Bowser.
Clearly a fumble.
Yes.
Recovered by Spencer Lytle, backup linebacker. When we talked to both coaches yesterday, they said a lot of times in a game like this, so many similarities, it comes down to turnovers.
Yeah. Well, in the game last year, Northwestern had 3 turnovers. 2 of them ended up as touchdowns. A recovered fumble in the end zone and an interception return.
First of his career for the speedy freshman from Waukesha, Wisconsin, who grew up a big Badger fan. Here's Kyrick McGowan, bounced out of bounds for a loss of about a yard. On their way to 4-0, 5th in the country. And they have 2 already here in the quarter. And Cam Porter nowhere to run.
That's a tough ball against Wisconsin right there.
Drake Anderson, the ball carrier, tripped up by Rashawn Wildgoose. 2 lost fumbles, 2 interceptions. They committed just 1 turnover in the first 2 games. A lost fumble at Illinois.
Northwestern's defense, Wisconsin's defense, every bit the physical presence. Very well coached.
It'll be an interesting decision for Paul Christian's staff when that time comes. Will be in the next few weeks.
The question concern comes with Ohio State. That is Stevie Scott, the running back for Indiana, on their first possession.
High priority on neutralizing that run game.
2nd and 8, and wrapped up immediately in the backfield. That was Jack Sanborn with the tackle.
And knowing that this Ferrari with excellent talent is in his hands.
3rd down and 7 now, as he goes underneath to midfield, but that's going to be about 4 yards shy of the line to gain. 3rd and 1, tight formation, obvious quarterback sneak. As the ball comes out, Wisconsin says they have it. As you see, coming away with the ball, there's Eric Burrell. And it is Wisconsin ball. Deception, trying to do something with it. Instead, Tuttle turns it over. Badgers ball when we come back. 4-man rush against Tuttle. Extends it to the right. Calling for some traffic, and then he's met hard that time by Sanborn.
Fullback is Puttybomb, Lonnie Puttybomb, number 38, and Sargent will follow him. Great penetration by Herbig again.
They strung this out again. They're trying to get to the edge in that corner again. 11 individual back.
There they see the motion man to the top of your screen out of that teacup, Spencer. They get it out to Smith Marquette. He's to the 40. Now that's a yard shy of the first down. That's Smith Marquette. And what a play defensively by Wisconsin. That's Burrell, Eric Burrell.
Come off the corner there. Great job of identifying him off the edge. Watch him run and replace, and then go to that point where he anticipates the runner being. Fights through one would-be blocker.
It was really 2nd and a long 2, almost 3. Sargent and Goodson now, the setbacks. They go with a little
nice job.
Yeah, a little screen action. And
I'm telling you, that's the smart right there, Tim. Come from depth and identify so quickly what he's going to do. He's got it dialed in, man. Got him in his gun sights and puts his hat on him and drops him for a 5-yard loss. Outstanding.
That's one of those setup plays. Defenses are controlling the chains here. 3rd and 7 for Petras. He goes back at the 25. Isaiah Loudermilk, the senior.
What game that you expect? Loudermilk is going to come off that other side off the nice game and deep. They're rolling this coverage. No safety look. They're trying to stop the run here.
So they did a nice job.
You know what?
Listen, was coming all the way, wasn't it? That's Wilder, 18, that actually makes that play.
And you know, they're dangerous, and you can see this hit coming. Boom. And what makes it beautiful, you know Iowa's not going to get out of it.
As Ottman-Bell goes out, and it's Ibrahim, and penetration into the backfield, and hanging on and wrapping him up, Leo Chanel.
Just did what you're supposed to, just latch onto it. And watch, he shoots the gap. That's really well done. Now watch, he's going to try to spin out of it right there. Almost does it, but then Chanel just gets the other hand on and puts.
John Michael Schmidt's got the start today at center. He's back in now and throws back out, and Morgan throws it. It's intercepted in the end zone. The pick.
Yeah, Burrell does a nice job of keeping his eyes right here on the quarterback, because what he's waiting for is this. It's a play action pass. He's going to draw these guys up, and then he's just waiting for Geary to clear. Watch his eyes never move, and because his eyes never moved, Burrell's never moved. You can watch right here. Watch Tanner Morgan. See his eyes come up right now. And see Burrell in the back. See his eyes? Same exact thing. They're looking at the exact same play the same way.
He also has thrown his 6th touchdown pass of the year earlier today to Cam Wiley. Steady steps, drops, throws, caught, but Trayson Potts is buried by Leo Chanel.
Made the play is Jack Sanborn. Watch him coming to the outside. So he takes that block away and forces it back underneath. And then Chanel comes from inside out and makes the tackle. It's a good running thing.
More to discuss as the second half unfolds. A squib kick is picked up by Ottman-Bell, and a hard hit on special teams. Tight end Jack Eschenbach.
Oh man, Eschenbach just drills him. Come full speed.
Quickly up near the line, got to snap it, 2 seconds, and we'll give the ball to Cam Wiley, and down he goes. Isaiah Loudermilk. Mike Sanford, the offensive coordinator for Minnesota, told us this week, just absolutely raved about Ibrahim's intelligence and how that impacted his pass protection, but there's no protection here for Tanner Morgan.
Pressure on your outside. They bring 2 backers to that side. Sanborn one and Chanel the other, and Chanel's able to get there because
tight end kept in motion. Will they go to Ibrahim once again on 3rd down? He looks for the cutback, and he's stopped by Chanel. Leo Chanel. Ball up to the 40-yard line. Hurry up offense. Pressure comes. Ball's out on the hits. Diving on top of it, Connor Olson, the guard, may be on top of this to save the day for the Golden Gophers, but Chanel is the one who punched it free.
Chanel's not hurt, it's just a bruise. Well, they came with that double blitz again, and they forced him out, and Chanel with the play again.
What a hit.
What a game. What a game he's had all game long.
From the 35-yard line, starting things off, and you're going to see a lot of this guy today. Christian Beal-Smith, he loses 5 yards.
Pretty obvious.
It's a defensive line that's very thin due to injuries, as Ellison will lose 1 in the last few years. Auburn was down a few men. LSU a few years ago outmatched UCF. I think this is going to be a fair fight tonight, and that's picked off. Not reading the defense, and Noah Burks steps in front. Hartman does save a pick 6, but Burks gets his first pick of the season.
He's trying to dump this ball off to Cameron Beal-Smith. Christian Beal-Smith, he never turns around for it. It almost looked like Noah Burks.
Irish, and there's an interesting note now that pertains to the Sugar Bowl. My friends, we got a pick. He might go, Taylor.
Scott Nelson inside the 30 to the goal line, marked out at the 2.
You had to think on the handoff, they might be thinking 4-down territory. He tried to force one in there to Roberson. Nelson's just reading the eyes of the quarterback, jumps the route. That's a touchdown. I don't see him stepping out of bounds. Maybe right there, like the 4-yard line, it looked like. Watch his right foot. I don't know.
You have great depth on that offensive staff, so they will miss Elliott, but they should be all right with Trevor Lawrence and company.
We've got
There's another interception.
How about that? Jack Sanborn steps in front.
So watch. Here's Sanborn. Watch him. It looks like he's blitzing, and then he drops back. You see him initially. It looked like he was going to come on a pressure. Catches coming into this game.
Hartman wants to go down the field. Nothing's open. Instead, he uses the safety valve, and Ellison makes the catch.
We'll motion them to see if they can unlock the coverage.
And picked again. Jumping the route are the Badgers, going the other way. It is Colin Wilder, tackled by Hartman at the 3.
Wake Forest, they're going to look for, look at that. I mean, he jumped it just like Nelson did. And now they're taking turns at safety. Who's going to jump the route? From Roberson.
Now sack, ball is out.
Just about to comment on the protection on the previous snap.
Second down.
Come up with this. As you see, time. The clock eventually has to go off.